So next I wanted to get into is that I think we covered why what got you into it, then education. So let's get about life insurance, the importance of that.
Yeah, so life insurance is one of those things where everybody needs it, but nobody prepares for it because death is an uncomfortable conversation. But if you think about it from a planning standpoint, if you talk about it once now, you don't have to 20, 30 years later when it really matters. So, like, for example, there's a family I was able to help out, and they actually became disabled after they had gotten their insurance policy. Well, some companies actually offer a disability rider, which means it's a benefit you can use while you're living, and your life insurance premium will be free for the remainder of your life. So they got their insurance policy while they were in good health. And unfortunately, his wife ended up having 2 strokes. He ended up having kidney failure and some other issues going on. So whereas now, when they needed the coverage, they would be ineligible. There's not a company that's going to take you with certain health conditions once you're diagnosed with certain things or it's on your medical record, period. So like cancer can disqualify you from a lot of carriers, MPS, what else? Stroke, AFib, different conditions can happen as you get older. So life insurance is the most affordable when you're younger because you're in better health. And essentially it's that buffer between you and the inevitable. We all are going to die. And so not having the conversation about it, it just puts that burden back on your family when it's time to pass away. And unfortunately, that is pretty selfish because you were uncomfortable having the conversation. You didn't get proper coverage. So now your family has to deal with the aftermath of everything. And now everybody's scrambling and where is this and where is that? Like I had to sit my own grandma down when I was her caretaker. Like, look, you're 75. You're not getting much older. Where is everything? And she didn't really want to talk to me about it. She didn't really want to open up. She was like, oh, I think it's over here. I think I have this. I think I have that. Policies had lapsed. They had actually changed her plan. Her assisted living benefits were cut. Like, just different things happen over the years. And it can be something that is a headache to deal with if it's not set up properly.
Yes. And I agree, life insurance is important because it's one of the things you want to have now other than doing it later, because it's a conversation like I had with my mom one time. My mom used to tell me, similar to when she talked about an IRA account, she like, it's best to get it before you hit your 30s because you want to be prepared now so that later on in life you'll already have a small cushion to land on.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, unfortunately, kids go to school and they don't make it home. So it is important to make sure that you and your children have policies. Me and my children, we're all in the same policy. It's just one premium I pay for $69 a month. And we have $300,000 worth of, I have $300,000 worth of coverage. They have lower coverages, but we're all covered in the event something were to happen. So it's just something that you like put on auto pay, like your car insurance. You have insurance on your phone. Like, why wouldn't you have insurance on your own life? Like, wouldn't you find that more valuable?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, let's look at it this way. It's like, how people have things they want to pay on, like, or things they want to buy, like, say, want to buy a pair of shoes, video game. Like me, I'll buy some comic books. But me, I would also put a little bit to the back pocket, but hey, put this, something I spend on my personal things I like, put it towards life insurance so that I can be covered and still enjoy things that I like. So
yeah, and you can pay your premium for the entire year. Like, you don't have to pay month. Like, I know some people don't like paying monthly. I don't. I like to pay stuff annually if I can, because at the end of the day, that's another bill to keep up with. But you can pay your premium for the year. You can have it on auto pay and just set it and forget it.
Nice. All right. So we got life. So we covered everything your business offers, which is investments, life insurance, helping credit, building credit.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little things about yourself.
Me in general. Oh, that's so different. I was born in Alabama, grew up in California. I've lived in Georgia. I've traveled a good bit. I went on a missions trip out the country to Colombia. That was actually really, really fun. I would definitely make my children do at least one missions trip each. You got to get out the country. Got to sleep on the floor. I actually got sick. I thought I was going to die in Colombia. I was crying hysterically, like, oh my God, I don't even get to tell my mom goodbye. Like, it was very, very dramatic for, like, it being just a cold. But I just thought I was going to die because we were out there for 2 weeks. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to make it. Da, da, da. And the food is way better. The fruit is way better.
Oh, wow. I haven't flew out the country yet, but that's on my bucket list because crazy about it is that one of my wrestling goals was I want wrestling out of Japan or Mexico. That was one of my wrestling goals before I walk away from wrestling 100% completely.
Got to.
So,
yes.
So I definitely want to get out of the country at least once or twice.
Yeah.
And I was hoping I could do it for wrestling purpose because I'm still wrestling, but eventually my wrestling door is going to close eventually. So I want to at least get one match in Japan or Mexico.
Yeah.
But you are right. Like,
you definitely should do that.
Yeah, I definitely got to travel out the country at least once.
Yes.
So did you travel, was it by cruise or was it by plane?
It was by plane. So we flew from California, so from LAX to Miami, out of Miami to Colombia. And then within Colombia, we took a couple flights to like Bogota, Piapoco, Cali, Cartagena. And then we took a charter bus to like this remote village. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
But it looks this like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's literally like, it's like the postcards, but like 3D. Like all the scenery, like the trees, the water. Oh my God, the water. See, we're doing something to our water here in America because our ocean does not look like other countries' oceans.
Yeah, speaking of water, something I don't share with many people, but I'm not that good of a swimmer. That's one thing I'm not even going to hide. I mean, I'm not that good of a swimmer. I mean, I tried swimming before, and again, like at my age, it might be a little bit too late to learn how to swim. So, like, I'll swim, but I'm not gonna go past the 6 feet.
It's never too late to learn how to swim. You telling me so? If somebody just kidnapped you and threw you in some water, it's over with.
That's why I make sure if there's anywhere where there's a puddle or a lake or anywhere like that, I'm walking in the middle where I'm not trying to go anywhere near the water. Like if I cross a bridge, I'm literally gonna stay as far away from the rail as possible.
See, that's so funny because I'm literally like teaching my daughter to swim because I learned how to swim at her age. She's 3. And my dad just threw me in the pool one day, like, and I just figured it out. And ever since then, I've loved swimming. I literally will go Lifetime Fitness, their lap pools in the morning. You can get them and just swim up and down all morning. Nobody's there to bother you, anything. It's beautiful.
I might actually give that a shot.
YMCA, they have adult swim classes.
Okay. I'm actually give it a try.
You should. It's a safety thing. Because, like, okay, for me, I was like, okay, I like to fly. So if this plane crash and we end up in the ocean, I know I'm going to survive. Because I know how to swim. I prepared ahead of time. Some of y'all going to be, I need a life. No, I know how to float. I know how to just lay back, just let my body weight do its thing, let my muscles do their thing, and just float to safety. Y'all are going to be over there fighting over the life rafts and all that. Nah, I'm going to be floating, and the biggest issue I'm going to have is a shark or whatever's in the water. But at that point, that's between me and God. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, you do have a point. I'm going to have to eventually learn how to swim. I mean, my sister tried to teach me how to swim when I was younger, but within like at least a 20-year gap, I never thought about trying to swim. You know, I remember one time back in college where they had a swimming pool over by the gym that was open on one weekend. Where I remember this female tried to impress back in my first year of college. I thought I could impress by swimming, but her and her friends were just laughing at me because they were like, "What are you doing?" I actually remember that off the top of my head.
I will say though, if you meet if you meet the right type of woman, yeah, knowing how to swim would impress her. Because it's like, oh, okay, he could save me if I fall in the water. Type. That's how we think a little bit. Like, oh, he could save me if this happens.
Yeah, because my significant other, she'll probably be a little upset with me, but I highly doubt she knows how to swim.
Y'all are just, y'all go. All right, so
I'm gonna ask her that when we go home. I'm gonna ask her that when I get home.
Date night will be swimming lessons. You and I swimming lessons. That would be really cute.
I'm actually ask her that when I get home. Like, hey, babe, how you think we should like go try learning swimming? I think it'll be a great date night. We go swimming, grab some. I'm a pineapple guy, so grab pineapples, stack some fruit, and just go swimming. That could be like a little date night.
Find a really cute swimsuit that you want to see her in. Put it in a little box. I'm telling you, put it in a little box with a little note. Put some like corny pickup line, like I'll swim to you, something. Put a corny pickup line in there. She gonna go swimming. Right. Watch. All right. Y'all gonna be swimming sooner than you think.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I do this before she actually listens before she actually listens to the episode or watch the Facebook Live video. I'm gonna make sure I do that before she watches this. Hopefully she ain't watching right now.
Right. I was supposed to say, ooh.
Yeah, hopefully I have some time to prepare this before she even form a plan on it.
Walmart has swimsuits on sale. Target has swimsuits on sale. Before the summertime really picks up. Once it's summertime, you're cooked because all the swimsuits are going to be like $30 each, $40. And you're going to get like 2 pieces of swimsuit. It's horrible. Like, you got to get your swimsuits in the winter when they're cheaper because then by the time it's summer, they got new patterns and all this extra stuff. Kids' swimsuits are the hardest to find because I like my daughters being in like full body swimsuits with like the cover-ups and everything, like, because a kid in a thong swimsuit just, we're not doing that.
That'll go.
Not doing 2 pieces, not doing that.
Yeah, you have other parents at the swimming pool looking, watching, like, where are the parents at? And did the parent okay for the young kid to wear this? So, yeah.
Some do. I'm just not that parent. It's just uncomfortable for me to, Even as a youth leader and like when you did my little lifeguard thing for an era when I thought I was living High School Musical in real life, seeing the little girls with like the short tops, like no, there's no reason a kid needs to be swimming with their stomach out and stuff. It's just not. It's not for kids.
Right.
And that's okay. Like some stuff needs to go back to being just for adults. Like we don't need to make adult and kid versions of the same outfit. Like we could leave that alone.
I'm with you 100%. Because like you also got to think about this as well. Like I know this is a touchy subject, but young girls, let's just say young girls under high school, way older guys, like it's kind of like a touchy thing where you got so many crazy people out there doing God knows what.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of predators out here. It's women and men too. Like women will say, women have a lot of when it comes to like the vulgar or explicit stuff they'll say, and like people try and placate it like, oh, that's just part of becoming a man. Like no 16-year-old is a man. And if I ever have a son and a woman tells me that my son is sexy, my bail money is going to be set aside. It's going to be set aside because no, he's not at all, actually.
I understand. We're just doing what's best for the kid.
Yeah, like we gotta protect our kids from women, men, uncles, cousins, aunts, whoever. Like that's one thing I am really big on. Like my kids are only with a handful of people, if that.
I can respect that 100%.
Shout out my homegirl T with the babies right now, holding it down.
Appreciate you, T. Great job. I had to make sure I gave my little 2 cents on it.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll wrap it up for this episode of A Journey with Jay podcast. But yes, once again, let's give a shout out, a prod to Sydnie McDonald for coming on here today.
Me.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. And once again, let's thank my guests for coming on today. Ellie, if you got a journey, just let me know. We'll dive deep into it. And Ola, we're glad you joined us. and have a great time. And it's been a wrap. It's been real. Thank you. Have a great one.